Good morning and happy Thanksgiving, those of you that are watching live. We're playing some Madden here on Turkey Day. We got the Packers versus the Seahawks. Let's go.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just want to nibble on your nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle when I do a
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Jordan Love. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's
Work
the
on those
Packers and the
interceptions. Way too
Seahawks
many
under the
interceptions for
lights
Jordan
on
Love.
Sunday night.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field.
Looks like it's going to be good weather here.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
All right, Seahawks have a really good run game.
Third-year quarterback.
Looking at the
His
stats.
game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive.
So we need
that's
to
about,
force
that's about
them.
all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers
Beat us
happy.
with the
Got
pass.
the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well.
Play action.
Big time game.
And they throw it
And
away,
his
okay.
first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line.
Okay.
It's going to be looking at the offensive line
4.
coach. And that's when things get dicey.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Play
This
some man
defense for
press
the
here.
Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they?
Good.
How many takeaways do they get per
Good
game?
defense
And
there.
how about last week's
Good
game?
defense there.
That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Like it.
That was their first
It's a
third
good
down
start.
try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 20. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sight set on another big game right
So
here.
getting the run game going early here.
For the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead
That
for
was
right
ugly,
around
but
3 yards, but no
we
more
certainly
than
got more out of that than I
Second
should have.
down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this
Establish the
will be a
run
Packers
here.
first down
Very
as he's
important.
able to get this up past the 40. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this nearly an interception right off the bat.
Ugly,
Crisis
ugly, ugly.
averted as that winds up incomplete.
Shouldn't
Here's
have thrown the
2nd
ball
and 10.
there.
Jacobs going to try
Like
the
the
middle.
play call, and I pressed it.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
They're going to give you 10 yards a
4
carry.
yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
There's no reason to
That was
run
a
here.
quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 24. This will be play number 8 here on the drive.
They're not
It's
giving me
third and a
any
yard.
field.
Trying to run
Stop
forward
the
with
run.
Jacobs. He's going to be a
Oh.
yard short. Needed 2, but only got
Oh.
1. Fourth down. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on fourth down. They go with Jacobs.
Just enough.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And with that touchdown pass, he's going to draw level with a Hall of Famer Peyton Manning for most touchdown passes in a single season, with that being number 55 for him on the year. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a decent return out to the 27.
All right, got the early lead.
The Seahawks offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And we give you a look
Let's see
there
if
at the
we can
league
stop the
leaders in
defense,
receiving
the
touchdowns.
rush
You can see
without
second
blitzing.
best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the
Force
season.
this quarterback.
Stays on his
Oh,
feet.
come on.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and
That
he
was
had
a
an
total
easy lane
missed
to hit,
tackle.
and hit it he did.
Stop the run here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will.
Yep.
We've got an
Linebacker
injured Packer
hurt.
on the field from a couple of
course.
yards beyond midfield.
It wouldn't
Here's
be a
2nd and
game
8.
without an injury for me. Every game.
And Howe will throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So first
Find
and
a way
10
to
now from
attack
the
this
30.
offense here.
Here's Howe. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Try to stop the run here. Get a long third down, hopefully.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And nothing
play
doing.
call there.
He's
Good play
immediately
call.
taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and
Right.
now they'll be
Let's
looking
play
at a
some
third
quarters.
down. Here's 3rd and 10.
Want to tackle before the first down. That's our goal here.
Howe from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Stop
Wow,
there.
the coverage we just saw him break out on third down.
Take their field goal.
Time defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to
8-yard
find an
field goal,
open
so of
hole
course
to
they're going to
complete
make it
that
every
pass.
time.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now
I think
6-3.
this whole season, I've seen the AI miss one kick, and I think it was a 53-yard.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with
Just
points.
sickening.
Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a
I
kick,
can't even
right?
make extra
A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field
Just
goal.
keep running the
and get
ball.
prepared
It's
for the
working
rest of
for
the
us.
game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the
Until
line.
they can stop the run.
This drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
He would have
he
kept it on the ground.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Love now.
Quick pass for the first down.
He's got Dobbs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Leonard Williams.
Well, I need to work on my field goal
his 5th sack of the season.
Come on.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
Not very often I have to
close
kick a
game
field
like
goal.
this, obviously you want
Well,
the touchdown,
get some
but
practice
certainly
in
they
before
will
the
take
playoffs,
3.
right?
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Sun stopping that run.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they
passing
wanted.
game.
They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Straight ahead, Walker. He stiff arms him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was on a blitz, run blitz too. Don't love that.
Little bootleg here, Howell.
Good stop
Packer
there.
pressure, and down he goes.
Good stop
Multiple
there.
players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have
Play
kept it
some
on the
press
ground
man
again.
here.
Well, it almost looked like
Yeah,
the
we have
O-line
a
was
nice
run
cushion
blocking
to
again.
stop
I mean,
them
they
with.
opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And
run.
he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a
for
3rd and
blitz
long.
here. We got 18 yards to stop him with, so let's give the
Throwing
quarterback
here,
some
Howell.
pressure so he doesn't have time.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right
Good
there
play.
with him to force that to
Good
the
stop
ground.
there.
And 4th down now coming up.
Good stop.
And
It's the
here's
type of
Dixon
thing
to
we
punt
needed
now
on
as he
Thanksgiving.
gets this one
Let's
away.
go.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've
be a
got a
long
man
drive.
shaken up. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Long drive. Oh, broke
A solid
a run
stiff
there.
arm. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Good run.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Big chunks here.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Giving us those chunk plays. Chunk
All
plays in
runs
the
on
passing
this drive
game.
so far. It's
the rushing
1st and
game.
10.
Make things
Here's
easy.
Jacobs from the gun. And he can only
Stop
manage to
there.
get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 8. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
Pass
Got
for the
Dobbs
first
over the
down.
middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Way too many injuries in this game.
Love looking to throw it.
Top.
And
Oh,
that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing. Love. Looking left sideline. It's complete.
Can't
And
stop
he'll be
that.
out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Just can't
The
stop that.
production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6
Let's
points.
see if we can get
The
that
Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for
extra
2.
point back that we missed.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the
Just some
defense
soft
wins.
nickel here.
Now Howell.
Prevent. Defense.
And got his man. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Try dime
This
blitz
offense
here.
finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Going right back to Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Howell.
No
He
touchdown.
completes
Field
this to
goal.
Walker.
If they need a field.
And down right around the
If they want a field goal,
32-yard
they can have
line,
a field
4 yards on the pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And once
Make 'em
more,
work for
Howell
that
back to
field
the air. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Howell down to throw it. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Right?
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old,
course he's gonna make
50%
it,
would be
no
terrific
problem.
because they threw the ball downfield almost every
No
time
problem.
they threw.
That would have to be like a 65-yarder.
You should be above 60%
to maybe
just to be in
miss.
the average range.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him.
44 seconds. Let's see what we can do with
we
our
know
2-minute
no one's turning
drill.
down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December.
Oh, no.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Williams.
That was a
And they will
disaster.
finally run him down, but not until he brings us with all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, my gosh.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation
Bad
here.
mistake there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, so sickening.
Touchdown, Seattle.
So sickening. I handed them that. Touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 2. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Final play of the half. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Right.
We're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers'
2-point game. A lot closer than I thought it would be.
Lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Oh, my God.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
There we go. We got the call.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
His butt was down.
Counter play with Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. 2nd
down, Jacobs once more. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 164 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 31 yards. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over.
Game.
But you got to love the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Here's Walker to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Run blitz.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
That looked like a drop to me.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but
so that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his
That
timeouts.
looked like an incomplete pass to me.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Walker now on first and
Trick.
10.
It's
And
all
they're able
about
to
the
swarm
run.
him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You're gonna have to beat me through the air, rookie. You're gonna have to beat me through the air, rookie.
Back to throw. Howell. Well, he tries
Pick.
to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked
That's
off
what
by
I'm talking
Stephon
about.
Gilmore. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
Exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks
9
you want.
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action this time with Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just a couple
Back up,
yards
running
there
back
down to
the
the
rest of the
17.
game.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They run again with Hunt. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Hunt will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now they go play action with Howell. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to
We
get
weren't
it
even
up past
fooled,
the
but they
45.
still got that pass off. Let's just call that a good offensive play.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Howell. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
LaVisca Chenault, his first touchdown on the year.
Are you kidding me with that play?
Deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Man be cheating, man. Man be cheating.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field
That
now
was
as they will
sick.
send this one away.
I would never get a play like that to come down, ever. But Madden, no problem.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, numb the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
Good run for Hunt.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Love will sneak it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop it?
What?
They did. This They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Block it in motion right. And Howe will throw it. He'll find Metcalf.
What? Are you kidding me?
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. DK Metcalf. And all the way in.
Yeah, I lost to Miami.
DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2.
This is sickening. The Seahawks got 2 long touchdowns on me.
Into the end zone for 2, and this game now tied here in the 4th.
All right.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait.
We're done playing around
all tied
now.
here in the 4th as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
We are
The
done
visitors'
playing
offense
around.
and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Play fake. Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And complete once again to Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Holding? Really?
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little
Dobbs
bit of extra
is
help
out
by grabbing the
game.
jersey and trying to ride him out.
We need to find a way to win this
They're
game
backed
now.
up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. In motion, the tight end. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down. Love now.
No.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Get in there.
Able to find the
All
open
right.
man. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Yeah, Dobbs is out. That's okay. We got Jaden Reed.
19 yards away.
Jaden
And
Reed
the
is solid.
Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own
We
to
need
break
this extra
our tie
points.
and take the lead here
right.
in the 4th. Joseph
Now we
connects
need to
on the
stop.
extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
The Seahawks have been tearing me up
Now
with
Joseph
long
tees it up to kick
pass
off, following the
completions, which is
touchdown.
complete bull hockey. Like they're hitting like
And they'll get him down inside the
75-yard
30 at the
bombs.
27. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
So we're going to play.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is
force them
designed
to
to
go
score
down
a
the
touchdown.
field
Sometimes
without
that's
making a
not really
mistake
true,
here.
but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Soft defense here.
Second down and 4.
Force them to go the length of the field.
With a play
Without
fake, and
making a
now here's
mistake.
how to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's see if we
I
can
think we're both
catch him with a
wondering if
blitz
we were
here.
going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They still might punt on
Throwing here,
fourth,
Howell.
especially in their territory.
And
Yep.
he'll be hit as he releases it.
Good blitz
and
there.
that'll
Good
fall
blitz.
It
incomplete.
certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
All right,
And it will
try to
be
take the
first
air
and
out
10
of the
as
ball
they
here.
take over. Loving the Packers
Just
now
need a
with
couple first
and
downs.
10, just shy of the 30. He'll give it to Jacobs.
Oh, come on.
And
That was
for
a
one
run
of the first
blitz.
times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Jordan Reed up the middle. Yep.
Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jacobs going to try the middle.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone.
I went out of
before
bounds
going
because
out.
Jacobs has been
23
hurt
yards on the
in this
pickup
game, and I
there
don't want
and
him
a
to get hurt
first.
again.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here,
With
Charles.
unnecessary
The lead in the fourth
hits.
quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Run
And maybe a
blitz.
measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We need completion here.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Oh,
Look
no.
at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's
Oh,
intercepted.
no.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. They'll come up first and 10 here.
No.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to
defense.
question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the
No
execution,
big plays
not
here.
necessarily the call.
No
and in this
big
case,
plays.
those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Howell gets this complete to Smith and
Fine.
Jigba.
Take
Now
your
we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Plenty
Take
of
your
time
little
and 2
completions.
timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell.
screen
Setting up the
pass.
screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Howell to throw.
Not falling
He's
for
gonna
that
let
play
it
action.
fly.
No!
Oh,
Are
and
you
back
kidding
for
me?
Perez. He'll make the diving catch. This is 1st and 10.
Every time.
Give to Walker
Every
on the read
time
option.
they get these long
And they'll get to him
passes,
just inside the 15, even after that
these
strong run
rainbow
we witnessed.
passes.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
That's happened
It
4
hasn't been
times in
his
this
so
game.
far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. And that's going to be
Good blitz there.
incomplete.
Good blitz
Too
there.
tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them
look at
asking
Sam
what
Howell.
could have been? So many moments when they could
Sam
have had a
Howell
big play to change the outcome of
was
this
lighting
game.
it up.
And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
Rushes
So for the Packers, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the
Passing
year.
is
And they will head
300.
back home next week. Meanwhile, for the
rough-
Seahawks, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop
rough
to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
They kept Jaquez, they kept doing these crazy rainbow passes. I think you saw at least one of them. Oh, man. All right. Cooper, you got some points. Let's spend it. Jacobs.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face.
Dubs.
Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked
Lots of upgrades
permission.
today.
Like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report
You saw like 3. That was some BS right there. That was Madden cheating to get in the game. Wow, we got lots of upgrades.
Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
Yeah, I mean, those were like some crazy rainbow passes to keep them in the game. Marshawn Lloyd, he didn't even play in the game that I saw. Let's work on receiving. Sean Nixon.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick. I ain't even go pro.
Keep working on upgrading our
Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Trying to play up my my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the set it down them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying.
So I lost to the Colts and I lost to the Dolphins. Those are my 2 losses. Check quest. Alright, let's look at the playoff picture. We got the first round bye. I think we've got our division locked up at this point.
Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly.
Alright. 6-8 Saints versus the 12-2 Packers.
When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rash. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dot to his name, but
Back on the field as you'd like. Okay. Right. Let's check the injury report here. Just Musgrave out for 2 weeks. Okay, so our offense is back basically up to full strength. Fortunately.
Yeah, you better pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettuce men. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the fire from the fountain and excellence. Open sores, open doors like a Trojan horse. No remorse, I make lore fact like college course. Making seconds.
This should be an easy game, but I thought that about the Seahawks.
It's week 16 of the National Football League.
Madden be cheap.
And this one features Josh Jacobs, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Packers and the Saints under the lights on Monday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too will win. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL.
I like to build up a lead and then maybe take some of my starters out in the second half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
See how it goes.
The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback.
Cannot let
in his 11th NFL season now and second in black and gold.
You enjoyed watching that game.
David Carr's going to beat us.
Good. 4
Not
touchdowns,
Kamara.
1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were there.
Oh, yeah.
They got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give
That's
him
what I'm talking about.
I think the ratio is pretty good. They're trying to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
All right, now we'll
A
play
situation
soft.
They'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Carr going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be facing a third and 12.
Time blitz here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12
Get
yards
Carr's
needed
face,
to gain a
hopefully.
first down. Now Carr.
Yep, forced the
Throw
throw away.
sideline falls incomplete.
I like
Not
it.
the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down.
Yeah, if we're
empty
playing in
possession,
Green Bay,
that's
why
what they
did
were
their
seeking.
Fielding
team
just
get
inside the
to
30.
come out with
It's
all
a
the fanfare?
47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago, and they just could not stop him defensively. Hit the 200-yard mark, went over that, but he didn't score one time.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Because normally when you have that kind of performance, you hit on a couple of big, long runs, a 60-yarder, a 70-yarder. But for him, it was more like a 10 here, a 20 there. He spent the entire game.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they got to decide. Did. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the
That's
benefit
right,
of
baby.
replay,
Give me my first down.
Well, here's the call. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and
Give
it's
me
a
that
completed
first
pass.
down, man.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Not stealing
The
my
Packers at
first down from
12-2
me.
now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just grabbed me as I ran
This
by.
defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion goes the tight end. Love looking to throw it.
Oh!
He had a man
That was
open,
pass
but he missed
interference.
him, and it's incomplete.
Are you kidding
You
me?
absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Oh,
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it
man,
over.
oh, man.
The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Probably should have taken the
As we
field goal
grind
there.
toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So
No
let me ask
Kamara.
you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Trying to get that one to Chris Olave, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Packers defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks
The
equally
Saints,
as
the
good.
#1 offense in the league. I'm the #1 offense in the league.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more
Oh,
and
that
more.
was a
They're going to be
hold.
ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That was
That
such a
flag
hold.
accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Love.
Oh!
Rush, and down he goes.
Got me on the rush.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
That's not the play I want.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Substitute Watson.
Third and 12.
Gotta watch the rush here. Looks like they're backed off.
Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Uncover. Oh.
That is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Treads into the stiff arm. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing. Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Joseph's got
points
it,
up
and
board.
The Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
Oh, come on.
Johnson. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson.
Caught me on a blitz there.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
That's
Extra
just a
point
good
by
play.
Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking
So much
off.
for resting my starters in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. From the 35 back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Wouldn't be a game without an injury.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. After one, 7-3 the score.
Myers
on EA
again.
Sports.
Muscle cramps.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Not like playing from behind.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Going on the ground with Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Love from the gun.
Nope.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Love.
Oh!
Bad throw there. It's intercepted.
God.
And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This feels like a run.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Carr.
Pick.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Sean Gary with an interception. Go on, big boy.
So good at finding ways to take the
Go
football
on,
away.
big boy.
And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Running it with Jacobs. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks.
We're going to have to win this game without my best running back.
When he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yes. There we go.
It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. laying himself out in the end zone. And the Packers are able to move back
I feel like
in front.
points are going to be
the Packer
hard to
offense
come
and
by in
Jordan
this
Love
game.
staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
All right, I'd really like to go into half with a lead here. We need a stop.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The run
And
here.
they'll start with a give to Kamara. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Ooh, he's hurt. Is he
That's a
hurt?
real nice job there by the defensive front.
It's not
They
looking
just
so good.
engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Preston Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Nice stop there.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Get some more points, I'd be happy.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances, and he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Oh, Jacobs is back.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jacobs now. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play fake. Here's Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. This pass caught. It's Dobbs with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
They're going to give me Dobbs all day.
Bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
All day with Dobbs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Punt. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Carr. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw his Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Carr to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Running out of time.
Again.
Oh, yeah, that was a big drop.
But it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing is executed well.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he'll take this up near the 30. The 34. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Blitz.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was
Caught
right
on the
up in his
blitz.
grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
One quick second. I'll be right back. We're back. We are back.
Possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Saints are hanging around.
Throwing now is Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Come on.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Kamara trying the right side. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun, it's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Slot man moves right. Again, Kamara. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Stop here.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Nope, not going to get it.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Yes.
And he's going to be taken down.
Needed a
It's
break
sack,
there.
And they fail on the try for 2. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Love looking to throw it. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Jacobs going to try the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 146 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5.
See if we can catch them cheating up to the line.
Now Love.
Single coverage all day.
Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs with an amazing diving catch. And the Packers have yet again retaken the lead. Love throwing for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Carr now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Carr going to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr.
Let's get him. Yes.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Good field position.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. That's complete to Doubs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field?
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Love. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. The kick by Joseph is good. And high fives for that
bait.
one as that
No bait.
drive ends in 3.
It's big.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
First downs here. That's
Their
all we
defense
need.
got
First
to stop,
downs.
force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. to pass. Here's Jordan
Covered.
Love.
Yes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Ready?
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing his Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Shape now.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Dobbs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Love throwing for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here's Carr to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Carr. And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Again, they'll throw with Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took...
Touchdown! Jaden Reed from 17 yards out. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Green Bay,
Jenkins out for 4 weeks. Oh.
Switch that flow, straight back, on them feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce, rap, yes indeed. About to telling me something, maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting, I got a deed to the house, and the last of the, if you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounce.
Conference clinched. Too bad. Especially since we have the bye in the playoffs. Alright, we're going to pick this up next stream. Maybe this afternoon. Maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens. Talk to you guys later.